Hope you are having a great day. Let's see. Why isn't my screen pulling up? Let's go. There we go. This was supposed to be horizontal. I mean vertical. It looks like it is. But does it want? No, it's a vertical. Okay. Orientation's locked. Let's get you set up. All right. Fabster Run, all the way from the Netherlands. What up, homie? LCAP Addict. What's up, brethren? How you doing today? Why is that showing? There we go. Hope you guys are having a killer day. I was bored and I was doing some stuff on the computer and realized that there wasn't anybody live at this time. And figure might as well. Yes. Yeah, this is the Reverse Tux Compadre. This is sent in to the channel by viewer Mark Parks. He sent this and the Golden Design Works caliber in for me to review and return. And yeah, I've had all three of the FerraMonsters for a couple of months now. I got the Glideman first. I am doing well, thanks, Galcap. I got the Glideman first, then I got, shaky hands. Then I got the Urban Grip, and then next came the Aurora Rays. I just had to reach out to them because I've got an issue with my Glideman and one of the titanium T8 screws stripped. Ron Dobbins, Clint Crosby. How you guys doing today? Rolf Robertson, what's up, homie? Good to see you. Y'all do me a favor and stab that like button like you mean it. But FerraMonster is actually one of my favorite companies that I've dealt with. And their knives are insanely nice. Yeah, my Glideman bearings seem blown out. And it won't come apart. I just had to reach out to my guy this morning. I can't. Oh, okay. Sometimes it'll flip. Sometimes it won't. And then on the close, there's a grind. It's grindy, crunchy. And I want to replace them with skiffs, right? There's a few people, because I love the ergos on this knife. And I'd rather they're getting crunchy. I'd rather put skips in this, but the T8 stripped. Titanium T8 shouldn't strip, but these are in so tight, it stripped. I couldn't. Appreciate y'all telling everybody hit that thumbs up. So I love this knife, and I was going to check it out, see what I could do to repair it, but I just had to tell the rep today that I want him to send me a replacement, and I'll send that one back. So these are glow-in-the-dark diffuser caps. And instead of, they glow very well. And instead of having your focused beam of light, they turned it more into ambient light like a lantern. So if you have one of these on any flashlight, you kind of turn it into a lantern and give the area more light. They're very, very handy. I guess OLITE used to sell them that fit the batons and a lot of their lights, and I would love to have one for my baton. After having this Meritac for several months, because it came with my Mini Nightshade from Comm. I've become a believer. I love using those. Yeah, skiffs. I think they could have done a better job. That's the only thing that I can find with them, really. They nailed the knives. This is such a beautiful and well done knife. And so far, the action in this one is fantastic. I'm a little leery now. But like you can do the reverse flick off the blade really well with this one. Well, yeah, especially when you're using steel bits on the titanium hardware. I love the Mini Nightshade, Ron. Such a good knife, isn't it? I've been very happy with their knives. And yes, they sent a ton of free ones out. I mean, I got the Glideman when I had 200 something subs. 2 weeks later, I had created a ton of content with it. So they sent me the Aurora Rays. Then about 3 weeks later, I mean the Urban Grip. And then about 3 weeks later, I'd created a ton of content. And so I reached out just to see, figuring no way will they send me a third one. And they sent me the Aurora Rays. Gons, what it do, what it do? Chris Warris, what's up, brethren? How you gentlemen doing today? What do you think of your Mini Nightshade, Ron? It's such a killer knife. Such a little big knife. Might be the best little big knife because of how functional that blade is. I'm going to be doing, best of videos soon. First, I want to get gift guides out by price. Whoops. And I'm going to do some knife of the year and best ofs. And I want to do a best fifth pocket. And there is a very, very strong chance that the Mini Nightshade could be the #1 fifth pocket knife when I'm done. I'm going to show these off and then I'm going to move them. My hands are a little twitchy this morning and I don't want to drop something and mar up somebody else's gorgeous knives. And these two belong to Mark Parks and I don't want to get them marred. They are beautiful. Adventure Man. Having luck like Fook. The Yonder. I haven't played with the Yonder yet. I would rather personally, I really want to try the crossbar lock banter. Robert Willoughby, what it do, homie? How are you today? The Mini Nightshade. I carry it more often than the full size. Because it's the full size is a fantastic EDC knife, and I really, really dig it. But I carry the Mini more because it's such a great fifth pocket knife. Wild card! What it do? How's it going, homie? How's it going this morning, homie? Stab that like button like you mean it, y'all. Berserker! What's up? How you doing? J-Man! What's up? And good morning. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. We got an extra hour this morning. Why not spend it with the Cripple Crew, right? This Golden Design Works caliber is so insane. Yeah, drinking that coffee. I have, I'm rocking the white pineapple monster. That's my go-to in the morning. Working on your Mini Adamas. Nice. The Adamas and Mini Adamas are those and the grips are the only Benchmades I'm actually interested in. Yeah, this Golden Design Works is gorgeous. This one belongs to Mark Parks. Ouchie EDC, what's up, man? Vote for Pedro. See, I've never been a Rockstar guy. Chris Warris is your brethren on the Rockstar. Thank you, Chris. Only 8 likes. Come on, guys, stab that like button. You bought your dad a mini grip for Father's Day. Only $80. Damn. That's a killer price for a mini grip. Good morning, Mrs. Deadly. Woo, almost dropped the caliber. I'm going to set Marks Parks knives aside for the moment while my hands is still twitchy. If I drop something, it's going to be my knife. I'm excited. Tomorrow, my premium pony stout from Rolf Robertson, Trey, a knife swap should be here. Can't wait to see that pony stout. I've checked it out once when we met up with Chris Warris, and I got to fondle his pony. But it was yeah, we're out of super glue. Faux show. And I'm low on band-aids. But I got to handle the pony stout once, and I dug it. I believe the one that's coming have skiffs in it. This run is the Kaiser Muskrat. This is the 154 CM and natural micarta with their Argyle pattern. This is a D. Sharon design, and he killed it. Perfect taco sheath with fantastic retention that doesn't rattle at all, and great push off, and it's just the right size to be a perfect EDC fixie. It's a pocket dropper, faux show. The jimping locks you in. There's no way to slide up on that blade, and the micarta, the swells are perfect for your hand. You feel so locked in on this little knife. Pinch grip is amazing. Amazing. And like it's okay, so it does have skips in it. Yay. It is such an amazing little knife. 154 CM is $59, and coated D2 with G10 is $49. This came in the pass around group, from the pass around group with the Kaiser Smolt, which I thought was going to be the one I preferred. And I like this knife a lot, but I like the Muskrat better. TKE. What to do? How are you? Oh, you're going to be sharpening some chef knives later. That's always a good time. Whoops. Let's scoot this camera a little bit. Chris Walton. What's up, Chris Walton? How are you today? I hope you and Cole are doing well this morning, Neil. But yeah, I knew I would like the Smolt. And it feels good. And there's a lot of stuff you could use it for. But if it came down to a beef jerky defense scenario, and one of these was in front of my belt, I'd rather pull this because I am so locked in. There is no way that I can slide on this. And I can jab if I need to. Whereas this, I feel this G10 is not very grippy. It looks fantastic. It's not very grippy. And I feel like if I was to jab, I would slide up on that blade. So, next to the laptop. Oh, first let me finish answering this. Awesome. Thank you, Chris. So Chris Wotton is, he made a Kydex first for his raccoon and sent me a picture of it. And I really dug it because that's how I want to carry this. So he made a kydex for my raccoon, and that's on the way. So I'll get to the OITE in a moment, homie. Out of these two, I thought that I would recommend the 3V Kaiser Smolt, and it's still a fantastic knife. But after holding and using and slicing with this D. Sharon Muskrat, when you're in the pinch grip, your pinky can turn the tip of this knife so well. You have such control over this. I would recommend the Muskrat over the Smolt, personally. And I don't currently have a Kaiser affiliate link, so I'm not shilling. I'm gonna buy one of these for myself. I recommend this very, very Valar Morghulis. Game of Thrones right there. Or not Game of Thrones. Yes, Game of Thrones. So I would recommend the Kaiser Muskrat over the Smolt personally. The OITE Sphere. I have O bulbs, but this sphere is my favorite. You can control the brightness level, but then you have so many other options. You've got your red, your flashing, you've got colors, a whole bunch of different colorful patterns. This one has little like firework flashes, and I think that'll do it to music. So this will hook to your phone through the app, and those will pulse with the music. And of course, it has their magnetic base, so you can stick it to anything metal, or it comes with a plate that you can stick somewhere so that you can stick this to your wall or your toolbox or wherever, your closet, wherever you want light. Paul Mills, what's up, homie? Yeah, the OITE Sphere. They did this last month instead of the little flashlights as the giveaway. And I'm really glad they did, because I wouldn't have bought it otherwise. But instead of getting an i3 EOS, another one, for $5, I got the Sphere. And I really like this thing. It actually is useful. I don't have the best light setup yet for photos and recording. And there's a lot of times that I will use this for a little bit of extra light. And it helps with pictures, even just that little bit. So I really dig it. Yeah, these are very useful. If you pay attention, every month they do a sale, and they'll put one of these in your cart, and they do different colors each month. And all you have to do is log on and pay shipping, and you can get one of them. I've got several. I've given them to family members and homies. I carry another one of them in my EDC pouch. This was the June or July edition. And so they're fantastic. And I need to start paying attention each month, because I can get one of these for $5 and add it to a giveaway for a viewer. Dragoon, what's up? Yeah, they're fantastic on the keys. They're useful to have everywhere. And for $5.99 each month, you don't even have to buy anything else. If you've signed up and you're an OITE member, then each month they'll put one of these in your cart for a few days during the sale, and you just pay $5.99 shipping, and you get a $13-14 flashlight that is well worth it. Boo! Good to see you, homie. Good to see you. I'm having a great week in Ron Dobbins. Hope you are as well. No, these are not mini groupers. These are Vosteed Nightshade and Mini Nightshade County Comm special edition. First, they did the mini Nightshade. There's only a couple of these left. They only made 500. I have number 477, if I can get that to focus. I don't know if that's going to show. But, and your Ultum and 14C with titanium thumb studs and an aluminum backspacer. And then they did just this October, they released the full-size Nightshade. I got number 72. And I love this knife as well. This might be the best fifth pocket knife ever made. And the Ultum is so light. But this blade shape, for its size, is so damn useful that that's possibly the best fifth pocket knife available right now. And then the Ultum Nightshade, titanium thumb studs, copper pivot collar, of course, the killer action they're known for, feels almost assisted. It flies out so well. And just one of the best EDC blade shapes you can ever find. You can get both of these still on Comm, and they come with a Meritac Back to Basics flashlight and the Vosteed and Comm patches. I got these two together, and you can get it for less than $90 if you use code EDCwithDBD. This one comes to like $91 or $90 with code EDCwithDBD for a Vosteed Nightshade in Ultum and a Meritac Back to Basics flashlight. Tenacious, lightweight, and S35VN. Nice, nice. I didn't like the look of the Nightshade the very first time I saw it on somebody's channel. And then I saw people using them, and more reviewers got on the Nightshade train. I was way behind, but in June, Vosteed dropped this, and I bought it immediately, or Comm dropped it, and I bought it immediately to be the knife that would launch my channel, because, you know, it's a special edition, Ultum, Vosteed Nightshade, all of that, and I bought this to launch my channel. And it won me over instantly. Not only is the action insane, but that blade is so useful that it works bigger than its size. I love that knife. Yeah, the Vangerlock Nightshade drops on the, I don't remember, but it drops this month. So yes, the new Spyderco release, I just did a post about it. The new release 16, you've got PM3 or Para 3 in MagnaCut, Sage 5 in MagnaCut, and the MagnaCut's half the price of the Rex 121, or Sage 5 in Spy 27, Native 5 in Spy 27, Native 5 in crew wear, the Temperance fixed blade in crew wear, but they also are dropping this wicked looking slip joint called the Nand, plus 3 small slip joints that they're dropping: the Grasshopper, the Honeybee, and the Bug. They're all small, all 3 different sizes, and all 3 come in G10, 3 different colors with 12C27, and they're all under $35. Yeah, that one looks really dope, Dan. What's up, Dan Stan? What's up, Waylon? How you guys doing? Nightshades are dope, and they're about to drop the Vangerlock Nightshade. But this is the Nightshade I recommend right now. One of the best budget knives on the planet. And you get it with a Meritac Back to Basics flashlight, which is like $30-40 for $90 with code EDCwithDBD. Comm is in my affiliate links below. You can pick this up right now. There's only 500 of them. And when I do my Knife of the Year awards, this will definitely be high on that list. No spoilers, but it'll be up there. Dwayne Letterman, what's up? So I have two compression lock spider locks, and I really like both of them. The one that I want next is a Sage for the compression lock, or actually the Shaman is the one I want next. But I would love to get a Sage. I have the PM2 that I put the Ultum scales and Lynch Northwest deep carry clip on. And then I have the Knife Joy exclusive Lil Native in 20 CV rocking the Lynch Northwest deep carry clip. And both of these are fantastic knives. Spiritual Growth, what's up? I love. Oh man, I one, I appreciate it, Ron Dobbins, and two, I highly recommend it. The Nightshade won me over. The Mini Grouper is one I want to try really, really badly because it's got a similar shape, but a button compression lock. Yeah, the Lil Native is one of the best fifth pocket knives of all time because you have a compression lock, which is very fidgety, but with that choil, you have a full four-finger grip. I have full, I feel like I'm holding a bigger knife. It's also killer in the pinch. Plus, you got the strength of the compression lock. Comes in all different steels. There's even a Warney version that I want because, you know, Mama Mesa Warney. But the Mrs. Deadly bought me this for Christmas last year. And I love this little knife. Yeah, this is a little native. It is such an impressive little worker. This 20 CV version is a Knife Joy exclusive, but there's so many different steels you can get. They just dropped a was it 10 CV, right, Chris? That's the one you got, or 10V, 10V. What am I saying? They just dropped River's Edge Cutlery dropped a 10V version, but yeah, the Nerd looks like a really cool one. Obi-Wan Shinobi, welcome back, homie. I love the mini native or the little native. This is a very because it's such a small package, but such a strong lock, it gets fifth pocket time quite a bit. And it's just so fidgety. And that blade flies. This one I really want to get some of the Ultum scales from RGT before they're gone because they're not doing Ultum anymore. And I've got their scales on my Demco and they feel amazing. And they make Ultum and Black Ultum for the little native. I could pick them up for like $60. I'm really hoping to be able to snag those before they're gone. Those would be a sick surprise. To get a set of the Ultum or Black Ultum little native scales from RGT. Rick's Knives, what's up, driving and listening? Be safe, but you know, of course, pay attention to not the road, to me. Yeah, just kidding. Bellows Forge, what's going on? Thank you. Double tap your screen. That'll like this live. Mindy, good morning. Yeah, the Lexan scales are pretty dope. The clear scales. But I like RGT's Ultum. They're the best Ultum I've ever felt. I have a dozen Ultum knives. These are the best scales I've ever felt. And so I really want their Ultum or Black Ultum for this guy before they're gone. So that it would be an old, because I carry it often with my PM2. Because then you've got a very large, well, you know, a full-size knife, faux show, and a fifth pocket knife if you don't want to bust out the PM2. You know, if you're somewhere in public and you need to pull out a knife real quick, this dude isn't all that threatening. But I can do all the work I can do with a big knife because of the grip I can get on this. So I love carrying these two together, and that's why I think getting the RGT Ultum or Black Ultum would be so sick for my little native. Maybe for Christmas, Mrs. Deadly will dress this up for me. Already has the Lynch Northwest Dark Abyss clip, so it'll look good with either Ultum or Black Ultum, honestly. Terrence Thunderberg, what it do, what it do? A Latour Combat Werewolf? I'm gonna have to look that one up. I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah, I think they'll look sick. Latour, what was it? Latour Combat Werewolf. Latour Combat Werewolf. Oh, yo, that dude looks wicked. That looks wicked. Definite self-defense knife and a half. That's a ripper for sure. Oh, that's a dope looking knife. Meester, what's going on? You know, George Pittman, auto OTF recommendations. If you were looking for the best value on the market, Tac Knives and TakCom. Both are linked in the description below. TakCom is a joint venture between Tac Knives and BestTech. So these are all BestTech manufactured. And they make so many dope OTFs that are at half the price of a Microtech or an Ultratech. And there's a code in the description for 10% off any TakCom or 20% off Tac Knives, which is the company that came first. And they still make a lot of knives. And Tac Knives has a lot of OTFs in budget pricing. And I have a 20% discount code in the description for Tac Knives. So if you're looking, and they do so many awesome sales, like buy one, get one free. They have amazing pricing and all different types of OTFs. So Tac Knives and TakCom are my first recommendation for OTFs by far. Bless you.
Thank you.
I would use, if you're looking at Kubies, I would use the White Mountain Knives link. That one, even though it doesn't make any commission for me, it gets you 10% off, and White Mountain Knives has some of the best prices right now on Kubies. Mark Parks, what it do, my friend? So if you're looking at Kubies, go to the White Mountain Knives link. They have the best selection, and I do have a discount code with them. But check their sale link because it might say to use code Kubi for even more off. So White Mountain Knives is the best place to pick up a Kubi. So if you're looking for American-made OTFs, I would probably say I would start at the Livewire from Kershaw, but I haven't handled one yet. So I can't give that a real recommendation. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I appreciate you looking to help me out. And use that White Mountain Knives link. They have the most Kubies. Or well, not the most. Knife Global has the most, but White Mountain has the best sales. The D-Rocket Designs OTFs are really cool, really chody. Yeah, if you want any Tac Knives, I have a 20%, and TakCom, I have 10%. It's in the description of this live. Yeah, yeah. See, sometimes they do a lot more on Kubi at White Mountain Knives. It's always worth it to look at the sale tab for Kubis at White Mountain Knives. OTF Karambit, don't want to spend crazy money? Go to Tac Knives, spend like 65 bucks. Use code EDC with DBD 20 to save 20%. And you're going to get this for like 50 bucks. I've had this OTF for over 2 years. It has never once failed to fire. This rides in my plate carrier when I'm riding. And it has been through all types of weather right on my chest, just behind my leather cut. So, you know, pretty exposed to all types of weather for 2 years, and it still fires like a beast. Yeah, no shipping and no taxes, White Mountain Knives as well. Good point. Good point. Oh, the smolt, nice knife. It's their OTF Karambit. Just look at Karambits. Search Karambits on Tac Knives, homie. If that's the one you're talking about. The smolt is a pretty dope knife that I figured I was gonna like, and I do. They definitely failed on the sheath. It should have been a taco sheath instead of a pancake, so that you could throw an ulti clip on this and make it a pocket dropper. But at least they included a narrow tech lock, and it works very well. So if you carry this on your belt or on your like your belt loop, if you have wide belt loops in the front like 511 pants, this rides on my belt loop very well. So it's right in front of my belt buckle, and it very nice knife. The 3V is definitely the one that I would go with. This one is a Kaiser.com exclusive, the black and white, but they have several other variants. It's a very cool knife. Yes, I do, Terrence. I do. Sub $30, the Mini Praxis Pyrite Lightweight. Yes, those are the best sub 30. Another very good sub 30 to check out is 704 Tactical. The Hornet and the Fang have very good crossbar locks, very good D2. It comes sharp from the factory with a nice even grind. Great action. They've broken in. Fantastic. And these are $29.99. At you can pick them up on Amazon with Prime shipping, or from 704 Tactical, which is linked in the linked below. So sub $30, that's another really good option. The Mini Elementum rides on my neck most of the time. But I do have a couple others that I ride with, but I always have a neck knife, yes. What do you ride, Terrence? Petrified Fish makes a lot of damn good knives. I do have an affiliate link for Petrified Fish in the description. The Flavorist and the Beluga are awesome, but they just dropped the Trilobite that I need to get. It's a button lock, and they have it with Ultum. I have to get that. Make Ranger, what it do, what it do. Yeah, 704 come very, very sharp. I have 3 of their knives right now, and I've been pretty impressed. But Petrified Fish, the Flavorist is a $44 knife with gorgeous micarta and one of the best front flippers you'll find. Just fantastic knife. Petrified Fish. But the Trilobite is the one I want next so badly. Yes, I have the Fang as well. And the Fang is breaking in nicely now. I've carried the Hornet a little bit more, so it's a little smoother. But these crossbar locks are strong. The Omega springs are very strong. I don't ship, Hamza. I don't sell knives. I'm a knife collector and a knife reviewer. But most of these knives are linked in the description, and a lot of those vendors do ship worldwide. Pavel Dubin, what's going on, and good morning. Yeah, the 704s are new to me, but the Hornet and the Fang are the same platform, the same lock, the same shaped handle, same size, just the different blade shapes, and they're both awesome knives. Yeah, they're about to start using 14C, which is nice, and I'm trying to talk him into some Ultum because he's going to do other colors. I'm trying to talk him into Ultum. He is a really good dude. He's been helping me out, but he's the whole reason I got into this. Yeah, customs can be really tough depending on the country you're in. Some countries it is pretty shady, we'll call it, and some of the customs agents must be knife collectors because they like to stake your your knives from you. Yeah, yeah, speak Germany. You like du bist meine kleine Weibstuch. The Victor is a cool looking petrified fish. The Beluga is a fantastic knife. 704 Tactical is where I've found some of the best deals for lights, weapon lights, sights, all kinds of stuff. 704 Tactical is awesome. I saw Ultum and it intrigued me. And I ordered these Cerberus scales for my PM2 right about the same time Blade HQ released the Deca in MagnaCut and Ultum. And these were my first two Ultum knives, and I have been hooked since. And yeah, but Rochambeau says that Victor in 154 CM in aluminum is one of his favorite budget knives ever. He swears by that aluminum Victor. Edwards, what's up, Ed Durbin? But after these two knives, feeling the strength and the lightweight of Ultum, plus I love seeing the action. I like seeing the springs move inside the Omega springs. I really became an Ultum fan, and now I have a dozen Ultum knives and more on the way. I think Damasteel looks beautiful. I haven't tried it yet. I understand, Mick. There's some knives that are harder for me to open, especially on days my hands are acting up. It helps me decide which knife I'm going to use for the day. I haven't tried Damasteel yet, but I am a Damascus as well as San Mai fan. I like, depending on who makes the Damascus. I like Damascus. I like San Mai. I know I would like Damasteel. I just haven't tried any knife with it yet. SwissTech has Ultum? No. Is it going to be a Walmart knife? Is Walmart going to have a SwissTech and Ultum? I'm going to have to get it. Please tell me it's going to be a Walmart knife. I want a Walmart Ultum knife. I want to see how crappy the Ultum is. The Red Prince. How are you? Nope, I'm not in Minecraft, homie. I don't have a diamond knife. No, JC, this is not Saturday. But I figured we got an extra hour today. Why not spend it with the crew, right? I looked and nobody was scheduled to go live between 10 and noon. Like Zach goes on at noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern. But until then, there's nobody else going on. And I figured I might as well spend some time with the crew. One thing about the SwissTech Verdig, my homeboy Mud just had his liner lock fail. When he flips it open, it bounces back. It almost got him. He's going to have to return it. Just be careful with that. Nice. They're going to do a SwissTech Ultum crossbar. I am in. I am so in. Yeah, I saw Tri-State. Tri-State, I was on his checking it out earlier, and he had already been going for over 2 hours, so I figured it didn't hurt for me to jump on. I wasn't really stomping on any toes when he'd already been on. I do not flip a lot. It's the Balkan. Okay, I'll look that up real quick because you got me very interested. D2 and Ultum, black D2 and Ultum, a drop point. Oh, it's very, very slim. Reversible deep carry inset. That looks, it's got everything you would look for. I like the looks of their crossbar itself. It's a small guy. It's a fifth pocket. They say it's DLC coating. I really doubt it. It's probably PVD, which is still fine. I'm fine with PVD, but I doubt there's no way the DLC. By now, how much is that? Less than 50 bucks. It says premium diamond light carbon DLC coating. There is no way. I mean, it looks like it could be. Is that a hollow? The sharpening choil's a little wonky. Yo, I want that. I hope somebody's keeping an eye on the chat just in case. Spread the lug. What it do? What it do? Comments don't show up when you use your laptop. Really, Mick? Winchester Super X. What's up? What's up? The price of that SwissTech is going to be $47.97 right now online. I want it. The KO Knives. What up, my friend? It is the we're talking about the SwissTech Balkan. It's a 6.6 inch Ultum and D2. They say it has. They straight up say it has DLC diamond light coating, and that it's less than 50 bucks for a crossbar lock. I want to check it out. It looks pretty dope. Very tempting. Man, it kind of looks like it. The SwissTech Balkan. I wish I could share my screen. Balkan, I mean. Balken. Here, I can share a link. I can do that. I'll pin that. Check that knife out, folks. Recently bought Rolls Drawbolt Stratus. Nice. Lutz Kaiser October and now Tim's Clydesdale. Those are great pickups. That Clydesdale. Oh. Here we got Walmart DLC coded blades before GTA 6. Oh, shit. Yeah, for sure, wild card. Could say I was using the commission funds. Said I could say I was using the commission funds for the $47 knife. Yeah. You know, I haven't. You're on a roll. My wife would be happy for me. Just tell her the knives you can't get anymore for a deal. Oh, talking about the ones that JC picked up. Hell yeah. Well, that's because Ultum is a brand name that's actually owned by the Saudi investment fund. The material itself is PEI, polyether or something. But the Ultum is a brand name. So if you see PEI, it's the same material just from a different company. So if you see PEI, it's just as good. I have knives that were claimed to be PEI. Hey, it's a budget knife. It's less than $50. I need it for the gift guide, right? Need it for the content. I do it for the culture. Isn't that what they say? They get away with anything when you say that. I haven't messed with clones. There are several that I think look pretty dope, like look like a good value proposition that I would check out. But yeah, do it for the culture. I thought somebody'd get a kick out of that. If you show clones and review clones on your channel, you can get some heat with the original manufacturers or vendors of said legit products. And as a young channel, I don't want that drama. So I try to buy knives that I can review and show you guys. And so I haven't messed with any of the clones yet. Donate a giveaway to bees. That's a good idea. Yeah, you can waste more than $50 on stuff and have nothing to show for it. Or you can spend less than $50 and get a knife for the content. BS, by the way, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure that you stab that like button like you mean it while you're here. I'd check some out. I won't ever. I don't want to cut videos with them. is the problem. I don't want that drama. And I disagree. His Urban Ranger is his Urban Ranger and Urban Ranger Light look almost identical to a Praxis and a mini Praxis, which is why I don't show those knives. Now, when he first had those knives commissioned, and he's talked about this, he didn't design the knives. He's working with a factory in China, and the engineer shows him designs, and he picks from a few of them. And he since has learned that one that he picked was, damn near the Praxis, but he paid for a ton of them. And so he's trying to sell off of his inventory. And he's been honest about that. The rest of his knives aren't clones. And he's trying to move to a design language even farther away from anybody else's. So I really disagree that he is selling clones. I will say that he had an issue with that Urban Ranger and Urban Ranger Light that he has been honest about. And his other knives, I am willing to review because this is not a clone of anything. So you won't see me showing the Urban Rangers on my channel, but you will see me show 704 Tactical. A mini Freak clone? Yeah, that would suck. Yes, Jay, I can't wait for the Vankerlock. The Vankerlock Nightshade. Because that's the only thing this knife is missing is a finger-safe locking mechanism. I prefer finger-safe on my knives so that I don't get a whole bunch of these messing with different knives all day long. This one's pretty easy because the way it is to throw your thumb there and catch it on your nail if you have a nail. But if you forget about it and you don't have a nail, you can drop it right on the tip of your thumb. Or you can, catch it like that. But when you're playing with a bunch of different knives and you're not paying attention, it's easy to drop them on your thumb. So I really want a mini or a finger safe version. The Vanker's supposed to be a full size Nightshade. Mullen Lobby, what it do, and thank you. Yes, folks, make sure that you Hulk smash that like. That's okay, so that's an in-betweener because this is 2.6 inches. And this is what, 3.1 or something like that? I'd have to look it back up. But this is 2.6, so it's a little bigger than the mini. Full size is 3 1/4. Roger. So you're closer to the size of an Elementum blade at 2.96. The original Elementum is a 2.96 inch blade. So you'd be closer to this size than this size. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but it is closer to. OK Knives, Bug Out, and G10 and BG10. Oh, gotcha. My current top 5 dream grails. Definitely a of course, it's the thing I want the most, and I went right out of my head when you asked. But an AD20 I want an 80/20 because I love the 20.5 and the Shark Cub and the Shark Lock. Thanks for hanging out, Rolf Robertson. Have a good one. Didn't know it was the clone, but then you bought the real thing. Hey, that's the way to do it. That's awesome, BS, by the way. See, if I understand buying a clone to see if you like the form factor of the genuine article before you spend a lot of money. I do understand that. That makes sense. But so an 80/20 faux show is up there. The TakCom Unnamed is one of my top grails. Let's see. I really want to get... See, my grails at the moment aren't necessarily all hella expensive. I really want to get a Shaman. The CTS XHP I liked a lot. Yeah, the buyers, you're welcome to spend your money on whatever you want. I would like to get a Stitch, Microtech Stitch is up there. And I've got a top knife from so many different companies that it's really hard. The standard, or not the standard, but the slim version of this, the Golden Design Works caliber, but the Golden Design Works Slim, is dropping on October 31st, would be high up there. 8015 is up there. I really want an 8015. I would love to get the god dang it. It's the US made integral that MC gave away. There's been several reviewers that have them. It's a USA made integral button lock. They're $500 to $600. That would be high on my list. Yeah, if you know you're getting a clone, it's fantastic. That's fine. But being scammed on a clone is bullshit. Yeah, that FM1 looks dope. That looks way more interesting to me than an Arrows. I would much rather check out that FM1 than an Arrows. And to answer the earlier question about FerraMonster, I think they're killing it. This is one of the nicest front flippers I've used. This flipper feels so expensive, this knife. And the flipper is fantastic, but also very easy to reverse flick off the blade. Just beautiful knives, beautiful knives. And code DBD saves you 10%, which on this knife is $30. I think that where they're hitting for price, they are competing very well with knives that are more expensive. But when it comes to clones and people scamming people, unknowingly buying clones, that's jacked up. But if you know you're buying it, fantastic, go for it. Man, the budget, $50 and under in the last 2 years has just become insane. There are so many brands now that I can recommend you a fantastic knife that I believe, is a killer knife. Maybe one of the hardest ones to go against right now is CJRB. The Penguin's always a great knife. Palmer Connolly, what is up? Adam, what is up? So, if you're looking for a full-size knife, this CJRB Nova comes in at $45 if you use code DBD at White Mountain Knives. And you have a full-size, beautifully compound ground drop point tanto with a nice poon for your thumb. It's very slim and slicey. Killer action. Slim scales with inset liners. Killer action. And a reversible clip. This Nova is fantastic. Also from CJRB, the Pyrite Light for $30 might be the best buy on the value market today. This knife for $30 on Amazon is damn near unbeatable. Amazing action, thin slicey crowned Warncliffe blade with a full choke up. It's bigger than the standard Pyrite and just a killer knife. For just over $50, the Bowie Pyrite, and you can get some of them under $50. And depending on where you buy them, you can use your favorite creator's discount code. But I do have a CJRB affiliate link, but also you can use White Mountain Knives and use the 10%. There's different links in the description. But the Pyrite series is some of the best button action you're going to find. And the Pyrite Light is just as good for $30. $30. So this is very hard to go against. CJRB is doing some really dope things in the $50 price range. And I think we're going to see more RPM 9 at sub $50 because they just came out with the SF11 steel. The SF11 is going to take over their above $60, $60 to $100 price range, while the RPM 9 is going to be all sub 40, I believe, going forward, I would guess. And it's a fantastic steel for that price. Titanium Justin, what it do, what it do? I hope you are having a killer Sunday, my friend. But CJRB is doing killer things. You know, Kubi, everybody's got killer $50 and under knives right now. Yeah, Timu Damascus is something you don't want to trust. Yes, this was the last one that I got was the Aurora Rays. I thought they were sending you one. I thought you picked one. I know Weldon Carey got two. Yeah, Kaiser. Okay, you got two. Okay. Oh, you still need one. Okay, you're only missing one. Got you. I was like, dude, I thought I could have sworn you had FerraMonster. Which one are you missing? Damon Phillips, what's up? Yeah, Kaiser in the sub 50 is doing insane things, or that right about price range. Their Nitro V knives are killer. I like this task more than a drop bear. I am doing well, Damon Phillips. I appreciate that. How are you? Ah, so you're only missing the urban grip. This is such a cool knife. Definite full size, but slim and bulky. Yet, that's okay. You always got to start somewhere, Damon. And my suggested starting point for folks is the CJRB Pyrite Light. This one is $30 on Amazon. Thin and slicey, ambidextrous, with finger safe button lock action and reversible pocket clip. So perfect for lefties and righties, and $30 for a amazing knife. I can't pick something better for $30 right now. And it's a great place to start in the knife world. Yeah, it's definitely harder to get them into other countries, Nick. Yeah, the Pyrite Light XL is going to be dope. I'm interested to try their SF11 steel because I've been just happy with RPM 9, and it's supposed to be RPM 9 with better edge retention. I just hope they're not all going to be $99 like the first knife they dropped with it, the Pyrite XL. You're only 9? Well, tell your parents that's what you want for Christmas. My kids had knives at your age. You know what? You can tell them that you want to start with Gin Knives because they're knife kits that you can build yourself. And they even have knives that are made of G10 so that you can learn how to use them without cutting yourself. It's hard for your parents to say no to that. Damon Smith, Kathleen Smith, what's going on? Good to see you today. And to answer your question from yesterday, Kathleen, my stream always runs a little bit into loot, but I tell people to go to his stream. But yesterday I was getting off and everybody begged me to stay on. So I had to start. I started a vertical and just stayed on for a bit. But I still caught the last hour of loot. But Gin Knives sells knife kits that you put together yourself. And you can get them made of G10. So you can learn how to build the knives and how they work before you get the sharp ones. Or you can get knives made that are sharp and you still put them together. But like they have the chubbies with G10 and then with real steel that'll really cut. Perfect for 9-year-old hands. And still, still slicey. If I can get my grip on it, I don't have 9-year-old hands. Very bulky slicey. As long as you don't catch that choil. Good place to start for kiddos. You finally got your Bel Air? Yes. The Bel Air interests me way more now. I like the idea of MagnaCut and aluminum. And I like the Bel Air blade shape. And yeah, I hear you, Mick. I hear you. And the Bel Air is one that's very high on my wish list. Definitely want to compare it. know, to the deck. Still happy with my Dimco Shark Cub. Oh yeah, Terrence, when I was 3 is when I started riding a Yamaha P50 Weisinger. And I used to race dirt track in Lodi, dirt ovals and such when I was 9 years old. When I was 9 years old, I was racing dirt tracks. Jin Knives, Damon Phillips, Jin. They have all kinds of knife kits. All their knives come as kits, and you put them together, which really helps you learn how the knife functions. Yeah, I keep trying to win a TKL knife. They make some dope looking pixies that I would love to carry, you know, at right appendix carry. Dragoon, one of my forever knives, the first knife I ever learned to reverse flick on is the mini sheepdog, button lock, thumb hole only, no flipper, in Cod Micarta. And this was my first little big knife. You know, a small knife with a choil for a full 4-finger grip. And where I learned that my hands with nerve damage, these little big knives are great because I get more control. And this is still, even though I love this knife, has been my only sheepdog. I really want to try the Nebula carbon fiber crossbar lock full size. What it do, Lou? What it do? Appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. And Mrs. Deadly also appreciates it. Just stab that like button. Have a fantastic day, Lou. I want the regular, you know, the regular with the clutch lock and the Nebula carbon fiber. And I would also like to check out an XL, but, you know, the XL doesn't really seem like one that you're EDCing often. But I would EDC the hell out of a regular one, just not the XL. Yeah, the purple aluminum sheepdog is dope. That's the one I was looking at until they came out with the Nebula carbon fiber. That one, oh, that sheepdog looks so nice. But I love this knife. Another amazing 5th pocket knife that is so capable. This will be, yeah, the double D-tip one looks like a blast. This will be on my best 5th pocket knives list. Faux show. Don't know where it's going to rank, but it'll be on there for sure. This is, like I said, a forever knife in my collection. Sure, I'm down, TJ. Ooh, $60 for the full-size purple aluminum's a killer deal. Killer deal. The double D-tip just looks like a blast to just sit there and flip back and forth. But this was this my first Kaiser? This was my first Kaiser. I got this from LTK, Love Them Knives, before he started his website for $40. And Jin Knives, Damon Phillips, Jin. Yeah, it's their Amazon site that you're gonna want to. I'll find it for you, bud. That way you can save and show your parents, homie. Yeah. Oh, they just updated their website too, or their Amazon site. It looks really good. Let me share this with you, homie. Just copy the link. Check that out, little homie. I'll pin it. Yeah, the polished DLC Kaiser Momo does look pretty sick. Butterfly knife. Good to see you, David Marinas. I have one butterfly knife, but it's a cheap gas station crappy butterfly knife that I don't ever show. I don't even know where it is right now. Yeah, Kaiser is my favorite of the Kaiser, CJRB, Kubi, Civivi, QSP, those five. Kaiser's my favorite. Um, they have the most designs that I want. Mr. Right On, that is not something we discuss here. We don't talk politics. I deleted your comments. You're welcome to stay and chat about anything else, homie. No politics, no religion. If you do it again, I'm gonna have to boot you. That's a pretty good deal for the full Thai sheepdog. That's really good. Hey, don't play with dull knives, Damon. Dull knives will cut you so much worse than a sharp knife. A sharp blade leaves a clean cut. A dull blade will jack you up. Yeah, it must be one of their flash sales. That's a crazy deal. $100 for a titanium sheepdog. Yeah, TJ, it's true. A dull knife will jack you up. They'll still cut. The blade geometry and the thinness of the blade, they're still going to cut. They're just going to leave a nasty cut. That's this one, Dragoon. I love this knife, Dragoon. This with their sheath and their included pocket clip, which I thought was going to suck. This is great right front pocket carry. Currently, it's one of my favorite to carry in my right front pocket. I didn't think I would like it because it's so large, but it fits in the pocket well. Their clip holds to my pocket well, and this little thumb ramp makes it so easy to pull out. I highly recommend this knife. Sub $50. I have a Kansept affiliate link in the description if you're looking to pick one of these up. And I am very happy with it. I'll probably put an ulti clip on it eventually, but I've loved carrying it with this. I don't have... let me grab something real quick. I'll show you. I don't have a lot of Kershaw anymore. I've given away a lot of my Kershaw because I had some of the old tacticals. Broke ass knives. What it do? What it do? But I do have this Kershaw Scallion is currently my only Kershaw. This was a gift, a birthday gift from Mrs. Deadly this year. This is a snappy little 5th pocket knife. The Kershaw Scallion. You know, it's Kershaw, so it is, it's assisted. And you would look at it and you would normally on a normal knife with a flipper this low, it wouldn't work. But because of the assist, it works just fine. And it's a really cool placement for it. John Gonzalez, what's up? Welcome. The one that I just showed, homie, is the Kansept Corvette S. You can use the Kansept link in the description of this live stream and get this for less than 50 bucks. It comes with a taco style Kydex sheath with great retention, 0 rattle. And I've carried this in my front pocket quite a bit. It is such a useful blade shape for EDC. It's great in a pinch grip, but the ergos are perfect. I'll probably put a little lanyard on it because I like lanyards on my smaller fixies just for drawing. But this one, if you just put 3 fingers on and push with your thumb, it falls into your hand in the proper grip. Such a good sheath for it. Homer Phelps, what it do, my friend? What it do? Rhodey, yo, yo, yo. Yeah, you know we got an extra hour today. Why not spend it with the crew, right, Rhodey? But for less than 50 bucks, this, and it's 14C 28N with the rose gold coating. So it's gonna be very easy to maintain yourself and sharpen with an insane sharpening life for years, not just days. And a very, that was me hooking the jimping. Nice and slicey, even though she's kind of a, you know, looks like a big, thick chode. If I don't catch it, I've got a lot of glue on the blade I need to clean off. I've been using this to open a lot of packages. Still plenty sharp, just has a lot of glue on the blade. But as you can see, I can make confetti with this thing. And it's less than 50 bucks. I am a huge fan of the Kansept Corvette S. Yeah, it's a stupid price. You might as well grab it. You just got done helping with the cleaning, huh? Well, glad to have you here, homie. This is my first collaboration with Kansept, and this is the knife that I chose. It's, you know, one of their October releases. I didn't know how much if I was gonna like carrying it as a pocket. I figured I would end up putting swapping out the clip to carry it on my belt horizontally like I normally carry a fixie. But I really enjoy carrying it in my right front pocket just the way it's set up. And so that's how I've carried it. The MSI is one that I really want, and the Stitch. Those are the top 2 Microtechs that I want. I would like to check out one of the UTX like 85s. I think is probably the size that I would want, not a regular Ultratech. I think for pocketing, I would prefer like a UTX 85 with Ultum scales or something. But the top 2 Microtechs I want to check out aren't even automatics. They're the MSI and the Stitch. Just ordered your first MSI. Nice. I got to handle one at Lynch Northwest, and I loved it. By the way, shout out to Lynch Northwest. Right now, if you buy any knife from them, Spyderco, Microtech, Hogue, Kershaw, CJRB, or even ProTech, Giant Mouse, everything that they sell, including the MSI, you're getting a free deep carry Lynch Northwest pocket clip right now. They've got a sale going on. Every knife in stock comes with a free Lynch Northwest deep carry pocket clip. No, MSI is not the lock. The lock is the RAM lock. MSI refers to Microsoft Standard Issue, or Microsoft, Microtech Standard Issue. And the RAM lock is the actual lock. That's cool, Damon. That sounds fun. Yeah, Microsoft. They're making OTFs now. But you can pick up an MSI right now from Lynch Northwest and get a free deep carry titanium clip. They got bug outs. They got Manics. They got Shamans. They got Bodacious. Man, their selection now is huge. They got almost every giant mouse. My first giant mouse came from Lynch Northwest, and it's a exclusive that they did with Giant Mouse in this beautiful contoured carbon fiber and magna cut. And I love this little giant mouse. Lynch Northwest pocket clip. Appreciate it, Damon. Welcome to the Cripple Crew. Yeah, appendix. Yeah, the Ultum is the one, of course, that I'm looking at the most. Y'all know me. I got to handle most of the giant mouse knives at Lynch Northwest. I wanted to check them out because of their ergos, and I fell in love. Every one of them that I held melted into my hand. Every giant mouse. And so I was already considering them. And then a couple of months ago, they dropped this exclusive collab with Giant Mouse on the Ace Riv. And this is some of the most beautiful carbon fiber I've held. And this knife with its contoured scales that are so smooth, that crown spine, and even the inside of your choil is crowned. I mean, everything about this is comfortable to hold all day. All right, take it easy, Damon. Welcome to the Cripple Crew, homie. Gunner's Dirty Workbench. What's up? I haven't handled any Tucson's yet, so I don't have anything against Tucson. There's several models I want to check out. So if you're coming here looking for somebody that don't like Tucson, you're in the wrong spot. I really want to check them out, homie. I think Vosteed is too. They're one of the ones that I'm most interested in. So far, my only Vosteeds are my two TakCom Nightshades, but they have so many models I want to check out. And now I think Tucson's pretty good with everybody now. Like, I want to work with them. Yeah, I agree, Terrence fan. If I had an OnlyFans for the blind with my sexy voice, oh, I'd make so much money. Mimo. What it do, my friend? What it do, Mimo? So the only Kanwu on the table right now, Dragoon, does not belong to me, but I love it. Mark Parks sent in a couple of his knives for me to review that I had never had the pleasure of checking out. And one of them is this awesome reverse tux compadre with the shiny satin DLC and the Damascus pivot collars. And this is one of the most comfortably ergonomic knives I've ever felt, homie. And you know, the Chinese government is always against us, and they would love to put American knife brands out of business. Yes, but there are also a lot of very nice knives coming out of China that I can't not review and show to my audience that is very interested in them. And I like budget dope. You know, if I like a very good knife with awesome materials done well for a budget price. And I can't get that in American knives. So you can see on the table, I love American knives and I would have more of them if I could. And I will get more. But there's a lot of new knife brands, and like you've got brands like FerraMonster, Hightron, MOLSECT that are working a lot with us younger creators. North Mountain kicking out a lot of knives to us younger creators. And sure, the reason they can afford to do that is all the businesses are co-owned and backed by the CCP. And that's why they can afford to send me free knives. But you know what? I'm going to take their free knives and show them to you guys. And if they're a good knife, I'm going to tell you. If they're a bad knife, I'm going to tell you. Because people are going to buy. People are going to spend knives in all different price ranges. And if you're going to spend your money, we've got somebody in here that just bought their first knife and got taken advantage of. They spent $30 for an Ozark Grail. They spent $30 for this knife. Now they are about to spend $30 for this knife. And if I can save them the pain and at least recommend a good knife, I want to do it. I love knives, for one. And I am going to see Obi-Wan Shinobi got exactly what he found. He ended up going Kubi at the moment, I believe. But it's so much better than spending $30 on an Ozark Grail. And if I can be here to help him make a better decision with the money he has to spend, then I'm going to do that. So I will recommend Chinese knives. And but if people have the money to buy American, then I've got plenty of American knives I'm happy to recommend. This Kanwu is insane, and really, I've wanted to check out so many Kanwus, and this makes me want to try them even more. The Kubi Tedious, dude, you're not gonna be unhappy. You saw yesterday. I have 3 Titi. I have a 1, a 2, and 3 Titi. It's a fantastic knife. You're gonna like it. I think the Ironfly YOLO looks sick. I want to check out the Ironfly knives. Kanwu and budget goes together very well to me. I want to check that out. Yeah, then the hooked. Red G10, sick. Yeah, Kubi the Kanwu Tedious. You're gonna love that, homie. Obi-Wan Shinobi, that was him, Gons. But he found this channel, and now he understands. Sailor's knife, $27, dude. That's a killer buy for a Kubi Tedious. Killer buy. You're gonna love that knife. Sailor's knife. Go with a sheep's foot. Go with a shark's foot and a shark lock if you're a sailor. the Dimco 8020.5 just makes sense. You've got a sheep's foot blade, so that you're not puncturing stuff. And you've got one of the strongest locks in the world, and it's called the Shark Lock. How can you beat that as a sailor? North Mountain they are from Japan, and they have factories in Japan, and they do work with a factory in China as well, in Yangzheng, the knife capital. But the people behind it now live in America, but they are Japanese. They live here in California, actually, and they design the knives using traditional Japanese styles. They use Japanese steels in SLD Magic and CDP 189. And so some of the stuff might come from China, but most of it's Japanese. North Mountain Knives. And you're getting this for $72 for San Mai SLD Magic after coded DBD. One of the best knives of 2024, without a doubt. Some of the most premium feeling G10 I've ever felt. This particular Dimco, this is the OS 10, so this can normally be found around $100 to $140, depending on the sales for OS 10. But you can get it with 3V, S35VN, 20CV, better steels for around $200. These scales are Rip's Garage Tech scales, Ultum scales, which would be perfect for a sailor because they are completely non-porous. So they're lightweight, they're very strong, but they don't take on any water or any fluid. Yeah, Blade HQ. Go to Blade HQ right now. I have a link in the description. You can get 20 CV and nice Ultum scales. It'll look a lot like this for 140 bucks, homie. That's 20 CV and the Shark Lock. It is well worth it if you're looking for a sailor's knife. Blade HQ. But the link is in the description of this live, and just search just look Dimco 8020. You know what? I don't have my link generator open right now. But that is $140 for a premium 100 or 20 CV Dimco. That's normally an over $200 knife. And Ultum scales are going to be fantastic for what you're doing. So highly recommend that. Stoner's Code, what's going on? That's a cool military gift. Yeah, sheep's foot warnies, those are great sailor's knives. Especially sheep's foot because you have less of a piercing tip. Now, my EDC, my favorite shape for EDC is a warnie. But the 8020.5 is an unbeatable work knife. It just, I love the mechanical sound. Listen to this. The first time I heard that sound, I knew I had to have one of these. Yeah, the Tomahawk is dope. The Talia is a pretty nice looking knife too. I agree. I want an old chat disconnected. Oh shit. Hold on, I'm checking out what's going on with my internet. I think that's running on my mobile. I'm trying to get my back up. It looks like my home internet might have dropped. Yeah, so hang with me. I'm still here. I should be on mobile data right now. Yeah, I'm still going. Okay, so I can't see the chat at the moment. I'm getting my internet back up, but I'm still here with you guys. So you can see me. I am going to go to the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. And then I should have my chat back. Should be back up and going in just a second. It's rebooting right now. Let me double check. I'm going to refresh it. Come on, disconnect real quick so I can reconnect. I'm almost back, folks. Want to be a DVD stream without a little bit of fun? Come on. I'm almost back. Computer's reconnecting to it. Looks like the modem restarted. You might get a second of change when my phone switches back to mobile. I mean, from mobile to 5G, or damn, I can't talk. Wireless Wi-Fi. So if that happens, just hang out for a second. It'll be right back. I hope so. At least one of my mods is keeping an eye on the chat and making sure there's nothing that's going to get me banned. And Joseph Jones, what's going on? Ghost, what's going on? Welcome, guys. All right. I am back. And we're good to go. Carlos Zamora, what's going on? Thanks, Gons. Appreciate you. The Engage and the Spyderco Tenacious. Yeah. Man, did you see that the release 16, what they're doing with the Tenacious again? They're doing titanium and D2 for $170 something. I know it's titanium scales, but come on, titanium and D2 for $170? That's insane. Neil Mac, what it do, Neil Mac? Yeah, $172 for D2 is just, I don't care who's D2. I know Spyderco has the best heat treats, but you can still suck it on that because I can buy titanium scales for any tenacious and put them on for less than that and have good steel. Yeah, the lightweight for $70 with S35VN. Nice. Yes, I really hope nobody's buying their titanium tenaciouses lately because the other one was titanium and HCR for $140. Like, fuck off. All the scales on my Kubies are stock scales. I bought the jade first, then the Ultum, then the titanium. If you're looking to change up your Kubi scales, I would look on Etsy. I really want either. I would like either the Engage or the 8015. The 8015 I want because I want a Scorpion lock badly. I want to try it, and I love Dimco. Neil Mac, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate you. Delta Jan, that would be sick. The Stitch is one that's high on my list. I like some of Spidey's, but some of their pricing is retarded. Yeah, the 8015 looks dope. I love the 8025s. I have two of the 8020.5s. And of course, sitting right here in front of me somewhere is also the Dimco Shark Cub. And I love the Shark Lock, so I really want to try the Scorpion Lock. This little slicer is amazing. There's only a couple left because they're discontinued, and they marked the 20 CV and smoked Ultum all the way down to 115. The titanium clip looks almost like a copy. I mean, not titanium, but the deep carry clip looks almost like a copy of a Lynch, so it's so much better than the old Dimco spoon clip. Yeah, Rock Scale Design does some real nice Spyderco scales. Cold Steel and Dimco, pretty much. Like, they're made in Taiwan in the same factories. Dimco did a lot of designs for Cold Steel. He just runs some under the Dimco name. Now, there's also Dimco that are made in America. His Made in America knives are completely different. But the 8020.5s and the Shark Cubs are made in the Taiwan factory that Cold Steel is in. And here you're getting 20 CV and smoked Ultum for $150. Yeah, Ocaso is also Dimco related. At least he's done several designs for them. This guy has all the strength of the Shark Lock, but a much slicier blade stock. A beautiful edge of 20 CV. Yes, 115 right now. They're almost out of stock because Blade HQ discontinued them. They had 6 styles, 3 blade shapes, and both of them came in smooth or textured Ultum. 6 styles that were $200. They discontinued them. This is the only style left, the clip point with the smooth Ultum. I love it. And it's marked down to 115 at Blade HQ right now. I said if you want to try to get custom Kubi scales, you should be looking at Etsy. My Kubi scales were all stock. Yes, Root Beer Dimco, $115 Blade HQ. Affiliate link in the description. It helps my channel if you use that, but it's up to you. I've had several shorts lately that featured this that have a direct affiliate link to this. But if you go to Blade HQ and search Shark Cub, you're going to find this for $115, and they're almost gone. I would get them before they're gone, because 20 CV and this root beer colored Ultum is sick. And again, you have all the strength of a shark lock, but it's a much slicier blade than any 80-20.5 blade shape. I can make curled confetti if I want. It just wants to bite. It's so slicey. And that 20 CV is going to hold it for a while. Like, this is $115 for 20 CV is a great, great deal. Mick Ranger, take it easy, homie. Yes, but again, it's the only style left, and they're almost gone. I think there might have been 4 left when I checked. So, if you're going to do it, and oh, they have Sezzle. So, it's like 4 payments of $31. You're gonna be thrilled, Brokaz. I like it better than the Smolt. It's one of the most comfortable knives I have ever felt. Have a great day, Terrence. Tell the wife and daughter hello. Hope y'all have a killer day. It's so comfortable and locked in when you're using it that even this small of a knife, I would be comfortable with using in a beef jerky defense scenario. And I feel like I could thrust without sliding on beef jerky juice. The Smolt, I love as well, but it doesn't lock in the hand the same. And I feel like if I were to jab with this and there was beef jerky juice, I would slide on these scales. Not only are you locked in this saber grip, but this is one of the all-time best pinch grips I have ever seen. It is so perfect for it. It can even work in a beef jerky Avenger or Defender grip. More the Avenger better because you lock in and you can't slide on that blade. So highly, highly useful. Huge fan of this little fixie. It looks like there was a little bit as it was reconnecting, but I hope you heard that I am a huge fan of this little fixie. And I would highly recommend this to anybody, even though I'm not shilling because I don't have a Kaiserlink. So, and I haven't set up Amazon affiliates just yet. So whether you buy this on Amazon or Kaiser, I ain't making anything from it. So I'm not shilling, but I would highly recommend this knife. And the taco sheath is perfect for switching to an ulti clip and a pocket dropper. This clip actually, it looks funky, but it works very well on the belt. I don't want to carry it vertically. I would rather carry this horizontally or in my pocket. And to do that, if the sheath is made for it, mosquito just flew by. I caught that fuck bastard and I squished him. Ha ha! But random ass mosquito. But perfect thumb ramp. Zero rattle, homie. Zero rattle. I think you're going to be very thrilled with this knife, Brokaz. Yeah, that's a perfect place for it. And this clip works on my tactical belt very well. Again, it's not a knife that I want to carry vertically on my belt. I wouldn't mind carrying it horizontally on my belt, appendix style, in front of my belt buckle. But with this sheath, it's so perfect for a pocket dropper that I'd slap an ulti clip on this and throw it in my pocket. This isn't mine. This came from the Lefty Pass-Around group, as did the Smolt. And I thought this was the next Kaiser fixed blade I wanted, honestly. But I'm going to get a muskrat before I get a smolt. As much as I like 3B. 154 cm in this Argyle Natural Micarta is so comfortable. I haven't tried the V2. I'm sure it's just as, I'm sure it's comfortable, but I love this micarta, and it's curved in just the right places to feel like I'm locked onto this thin knife. So I absolutely feel locked into this. I can, and comfortably, I can do all kinds of cuts for hours. I think you're going to be very thrilled with this. What's up, Wiggle Butt? Oh, is it raining again? You wet. Great. More wet dog smell. Go lay down. You're gonna get all stanky in here with your wet dog smell. Yeah, I do like the smoke, but I like the muskrat better. And the sheath on the muskrat, it's, to me, 10 times better. Here they are. I mean, I love the much smaller taco style sheath for a knife this size. Okay. I haven't bought any straps because a lot of the times the knives that I have come with Tech-Lock style clips that I just clip to my belt, or my 511 tactical pants have a very wide front belt loop. And so this right now is clipped to my front belt loop with the Tech-Lock with it right in front of my belt buckle. That's what I'm carrying today for a fixie. But I do have a Kydex sheath on the way from a viewer who might still be in here. I don't know. I'm not going to call him out unless he wants to be called out. But he already said something earlier. So Chris Wotton he bought one of these after seeing my video and absolutely loved it. He realized it is the perfect EDC size and shape. But didn't care for the leather drop sheath. So he made a Kydex sheath with a Kydex strap for his and sent me a picture. And I liked it. So he made one for me. It's red and black Kydex to match the G10. And that shipped on Friday. Should be here this week. And I'll show you guys my new Kydex carry for my raccoon. I am so excited to carry this appendix style. I have carried it on my hip at the 4 o'clock position, and it's a small enough sheath that it's still comfortable to carry. I can carry this all day long, get on and off the bike, get in and out of the car, sit down on the couch or in my chair here at the desk. And I normally don't like a vertical sheath, but this one is actually comfortable because it's small enough. But I'm going to be so much happier to carry this horizontally in front of my belt buckle with Kydex. Oh, that one. And dude, you can pick this up for only $40. This is the Tac Knives Marlin. And when I first saw it, I didn't think I was going to care for it too much. I thought it was going to seem a little big for EDC. And I didn't know that if I'd like that straight handle. But this curve makes this handle perfect. It fits my hand perfectly and locks me into that saber grip on that perfect jimping and that poon. We gotta love a good poon. But this Wicked Tonto is so useful for EDC, especially in the pinch grip. I've got 2 tips that I can use very easily, the primary or the secondary. I have a very sharp flat grind up at the tip and a recurve hollow grind right here. It is one of the scariest edges I have ever received from the factory. It'll make confetti all day long. And this flat grind up front, just as sharp. I shaved my arm on screen in 2 passes with this flat grind. I was not willing to put my arm in that hollow recurve and lose all my skin. But this is one of the sharpest knives you'll receive. D2 and G10, and you can get it for $40 from Tac Knives with my link and code in the description. My code saves you 10%, so you get this for $40. $40. Hey, makes his unders and your ulcers tingle. That's awesome, Rody. Hell yeah. I'll let you know. I'll have to check it out. I'll just check out my sheaths. But this $40 is such a wicked edge. And Beef Jerky Avenger, I am locked in. I've got this angle to cap off. Perfect Beef Jerky Avenger. Rock it around to the Beef Jerky Defender, and I can still lock off on the end of that. And this rock texture makes it feel like I will not slide even with some beef jerky juice. But the saber grip is so comfortable. I could feather stick with this. I could do long cuts with this. I could trap material in this recurve. Would somebody mind posting my Blade HQ link from the description, please? He's going to grab the AD 20.5 in 20 CV and Ultum before it's gone, or before the sale's gone. But such a dope. I don't know who is here that's who all's here right now that's a mod. I can look for it and pull it up, but sometimes it's quicker for one of you guys. If there's anybody that likes modding and wants to mod, let me know. But Tac Knives the Marlin. Fantastic knife, $40 after discount code. And I love carrying this right in front of my belt buckle. It disappears. I wear it all day long. But as soon as I pull it, I have a wicked knife that I can use for whatever I want to use. And you know what? Let me look for it real quick. I can just do it this way. Edit. Oh, here it is. Whoop, I don't want all the links. I want the one. This is easier for me on my phone for some reason than on my laptop. I don't know why. Just give me this much. Thank you. All right, here it is. Maybe. Oh, nope. Wrong button. Okay, now I got to get back into the live to give it to you guys. Boy, this turned out to be a little more of a pain than I expected it to be. Here we go. We're back in. Somebody's probably already posted it. Mr. Right On, what's going on? There we go. There's the link. And I'll pin it. That's my Blade HQ affiliate link. And check that out. Mr. Right On, if you're talking about election style news, that's not something we're going to talk about in here. I don't know what news you're talking about, but I'm just giving you a heads up. We don't talk about election stuff in here. No politics. I don't know what I don't know what dude, I'm telling you, we're not talking politics. I don't care who you're voting for. We're just not talking about that in here today. I don't want to have to boot you, Mr. Right On. I'd prefer you stick around and chat about other stuff. But if you stick to politics, you'll have to get booted, homie. That and religion are not welcome on my stream. Yeah, even if we agree, it's not going to be on the stream. So, but you're welcome to stay and hang out, homie. We talk about knives, we talk about lives, we talk about all kinds of stuff. I don't have any Feldmessers. That's definitely a classic brand. Matter of fact, I don't believe I have anything made in Germany currently. Now that I think about it, I don't believe. Oh, Austrian? I thought it was German. That sounds close. I haven't checked out any of the Glock knives. Have you guys checked out? Are they any good? I haven't messed with them. They kind of seem like an Uzi knife to me. And, you know, back in the days of my tactical collecting, I did have some Uzi knives along with different K-bars and, you know, Smith & Wesson knives, all those that were just black steel tactical. But I haven't picked up any of the Glocks because they just seem like I just assumed they would be like the Uzi knives and those. Good beaters. Like bayonet style. That's bayonet style is always pretty cool. That sounds like a fixie. Is that a fixed blade? It sounds like a fixed blade. Yeah, this is a great pyrite. The action on it is just insane. It's one of the best. That's okay. It's what it sounded. It sounded like something they would carry into battle in the field. Styrog, okay. Yeah, the button lock action on this pyrite is so nice. Yeah, that's not a bad. That's a spring steel is a great steel for a bayonet for a field knife, because a soldier can put a beating on it, but also sharpen it in the field. Spring steel would be. I don't have any kukris, but I have shilling cutters, which would be a kind of close blade style. No recurve right here before the swell, but I don't have any kukris. I want to get a few of the SOGs. There's a couple of the Terminus models. There's some of their crossbar lock knives that I've been looking at lately. Yeah, I would like the the PowerPoint also looks like a dope tool to throw in your EDC kit. But I would like to compare some of their crossbars to like the Deca crossbar. That would be cool. I'd review those and show them off. Yeah, that's one of the ones that I've looked at because it looks like, and then normally I'm not into assisted, but I know it's more of an auto, and it seems to snap out very, very with some authority. Man, this Deca, I liked the Deca. This came from Blade HQ with the Ultum and the MagnaCut. And I did like its stock, but it had such weak Omega springs. I put Kaiser Omega springs in it, and it feels so good. It feels as good or better than any clutch lock. The Kaiser springs made a huge difference. Massive difference. The stock springs in this were so weak. That's dope, Wildcard. I like the thin, slicey MagnaCut blade on the Deca. And this fits and carries pretty decently in a fifth pocket as a backup. This has spent a lot of time exposed to the weather in my right front magazine pocket as a backup on my when I'm riding, because MagnaCut and Ultum are two materials that I'm not going to damage in the weather. So this has been through a lot of rain, a lot of extreme heat, riding my motorcycle. I love carrying this on the bike. I several Mr. Right On. I don't show any pew-pews on my channel. You know, I am looking to monetize, and YouTube, and you know, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of reasons I don't show firearms. Plus, I don't think the government needs to be able to just go to my channel and scroll through to see what guns I have. I have seen that wild card. That's a pretty cool knife. Well, you know, I would obviously first, anonymous, say check your local knife laws. And I would say that I wouldn't recommend any knife without you getting your parents' permission. Now, I carried plenty of knives at 15, and I believe that a fixed blade is your best option because you can get it out fastest. And something like the Kaiser Smolt is only $59, but this little grip locks you in. There's no time wasted on opening a folding knife. It's a small enough knife that it's not going to run afoul of most knife laws. As a youth, I would never recommend an automatic knife, any type of OTF, any butterfly, anything like that. No double-edged blades, nothing that's going to be extra trouble. So something simple that you can use for everyday tasks, like the Kaiser Smolt, but which you can also use in a beef jerky defense scenario as a backup. Go with the sub 3-inch, like Wildcard just said, a fixed blade that's less than 3 inches to keep you from running afoul of knife laws. Would be your best option as a youth, in my opinion. Not that I am giving you legal advice of any kind. If I was 15 again and I wanted to carry it, I carried plenty of knives at 15. This would be something that would be great because it's not, it's so, yeah, this is the Kaiser Muskrat if I didn't say that. The Kaiser Muskrat is $59, 154 cm, so it'll hold an edge for you very well, and you can sharpen it at home. This is useful for every type of EDC task. Anything you need to do with a pocket or with a knife, this is going to be useful for. But if you carry this on your belt horizontally in front of your belt buckle, it's very easy to get out fast, even if you're wrapped around from behind. Your belt buckle is one of the best places to carry a knife because it's very easy to get to. So if I was 15 again, the Kaiser Muskrat would be very high on my list for an everyday carry / beef jerky defense scenario. A lot. Pepper spray is easy to walk through. If you do carry a folder, then a compression lock or a shark lock or a super lock or a triad lock, something like that for the extra strength. But typically, a lot of jurisdictions are stricter about folding knives than they are about a sub 3-inch fixed blade in a sheath. So especially as a youth, I'm going to stick with recommending the small. Yeah, you can strop 154 cm and keep it sharp in between sharpenings for a long time, like similar to 14C, but with even better edge retention. So to keep you from running afoul of the least knife laws, I'm going to recommend a small fixed blade. Spyderco makes fantastic knives, dude. I love Spydercos. But as a youth, something like a PM2 could get you in trouble. That's one of the absolute best locks for a folding knife in a self-defense scenario. It's one of the most trustworthy. Something like the Lil Native is made to be available, legal in almost any jurisdiction. Spyderco makes fantastic knives. The only reason I'm recommending fixed blades instead is to keep you out of less trouble as a youth. Make sure that's the case for under 18 as well, Anonymous. What state are you in? You don't need to tell me your town. But what I can say about Spyderco is you're 15 now. If you buy a Spyderco, you'll probably still have it when you're my age. They do. I want their the one that looks like the shillelagh, but it's one size bigger. Not as big as the walking stick, but the actual cane size blackthorn. Which one isn't there anymore? The Shark Cub? Is the Shark Cub gone? The 139 is definitely, that's a great one. The 139 is the full size 80-20.5. That's the one I really want there because it has Ultum, and I want their Ultum to try it. And it's the slicer shark blade. Like, it's a blade shape I don't have. I want the knife that they're selling for 139 really badly. I'm not surprised if they are out of the Shark Cub. Look up, search Shark Cub. Just those 2 words to try to find this. Mike, a fixed blade is a knife that doesn't fold. It's just straight steel. Most of the fixed blades all of the fixed blades I have are full tang, which means the steel goes all the way from the tip to the end. And then they may or may not have scales. But a fixed blade just doesn't fold. Normally it's carried in a sheath. And a lot of states have laxer laws on fixed blades than folders. This would be considered a folding knife. Most of these you see on the table are folders, whereas these are fixed blades. This doesn't fold at all. Carly Ayers, how are you? This green one, the little green one, this green one is about 120 to 130 on Knife Joy. This is a Spyderco Little Native in 20 CV with the compression lock. This green one is the CJRB Pyrite Light, and it's $30 on Amazon. And this green one is the FerraMonster Urban Grip, and with my code, this is $270. So we've got a little bit of a price range. The light green, yeah, that's the Spyderco Little Native. This is the Knife Joy exclusive. It comes in 20 CV and with these neon green scales. And I have put a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip on it. This is one of my favorite small knives because it's one of the strongest locks on the market. And it is so fidgety. But you can get a full grip on it because of that forward finger choil. So it feels like a full-size knife. The Lil Native by Spyderco is such an amazing little knife. And this one's roughly 120 on Knife Joy. I got it for 120. I think right now it might be 140, but it's a Knife Joy exclusive. This color with 20 CV. These don't glow in the dark, but the green will glow under black light. It's just a green carbon fiber. One of the best front flippers. Whether you want to use your thumb, side of your finger, hit that reach around. It's definitely reach around approved. Spyderco makes some of the best knives, faux show, I agree. And some of the best heat treats on steels. And their pricing is better than Benchmade. This Urban Grip from FerraMonster, by far one of the nicest knives I've ever handled. And this $270 with my discount competes against $400 and $500 knives I've handled. Feels so good. Over 8 inches. Beautiful spear point. M390 at 62 HRC. I believe 61 to 63 HRC for M390. Just great knives. Their Aurora Rays comes at about $230 with my discount. Great flipper action, but a beautiful reverse flick off that blade. Also M390 at 60 to 60 or 61 to 63 HRC. Yeah, these carbon fiber scales are great, but these milled tie scales on the Aurora Rays are also beautiful. Some of the nicest milling I've handled. FerraMonster is really doing some beautiful knives with insane action. The Ken Onion Buckhorn, that new black. Ken Onion used his styles, you know, a couple of years ago. Ken Onion was it, dude. It is such a sick knife, and they're $299. But my discount drops it down to $270. And M390 titanium with the inlays done this well. This is Riot level fit and finish on these knives. Riot level fit and finish. And this is $270. Yes, Up Knife. I've seen them on Neve's Knives. Neve is the only guy I've seen push those. I want to reach out to them and see if they're interested in any other reviews. But they've got some really cool, like the side. They've got the like you can put them on your what do we call it? Your AR nail gun. You can put them on your AR nail gun as a bayonet. Dude, those Up Knives are pretty dope. They look fun. You know, it really depends, Anonymous. K-Bar, they're everybody knows the USMC fighter. For me, it'd be the Army knife, which is almost the exact same knife, but I'm Army, so I would prefer the Army version. They're a decent field knife, but their folders, man, they're pretty overpriced, and their folders are typically older, cheap steels. I'm not a fan of K-Bar folders, but some of the K-Bar fixed blades are still classics. All right, guys, I'm starting to cut. I'm Zach in the wire. Zach Stuff has a stream every weekend or every Sunday starting at noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern. And Zach Stuff has been going for about 40 minutes. So I'm going to shut it down for now and let everybody pop over and visit Zach Stuff or KO Knives stream. Let people support some of the other homies. I really appreciate y'all popping into this Sunday surprise stream. This wasn't planned, and it's awesome that y'all came to hang out with me. Always appreciated. If you haven't, make sure you stab that like button on your way out and /subscribe. Don't forget to tip your waitress. Stay safe, stay frosty, and most importantly, stay deadly.